Fartcoin because I'm here. So Fartcoin's actually a little bit like Deep that we saw earlier, where it's got, you know, zones below that haven't been tested. So I did have an aggressive entry on this weekly demand. I don't know, I've kind of got a feeling Fartcoin might end up, it reminds me a bit of Popcat. We're going to have a look at Popcat in a sec. But it kind of reminds me of something that's kind of distributing and is not necessarily. So we've got daily comparing here, we've got the weekly on Popcat, which you can see is actually reasonably similar to just this top section on Fartcoin, but on a much lower time frame. And you can see that sort of running down, same as this is running down. In fact, both of them are quite similar sort of retest levels, retesting the start of this consolidation. But then on the lower time frame, let me put this on the 12-hour on Popcat. I think this is kind of what I was saying. But again, this just slow grind up, tried to fall off, and then a final push. So again, slow grind up, slightly different, and then, you know, a fall off, and then the final push. And this is more of a distribution on Popcat, but and it's slightly more blow off top on Fartcoin. Oh, sorry, not even blow off top, but blow off top to some extent, and then now consolidating. It's not a massive sell off. But yeah, so I'm less surprised that this weekly level hasn't held. And that was the risk at that point. But yeah, just be aware, obviously, then, so, you know, if this does follow the same as Popcat, what you're looking at is the possibility of a short. So I haven't actually put the alert on yet, but this is, you know, potentially still a relatively risky short, but potential short entry on that daily or around the daily or 12-hour supply in there would be that, you know, if it doesn't hold pretty soon now, then we could see a retest and a bigger drop down into the zone. Fartcoin, I did an update in the channel in text today because, again, so if you watch my previous analysis on this, I had the weekly demand, so I was initially looking for longs, and then I recognised a resemblance with Popcat, and then checked that chart and just how these structures can work. And this has a lot of chop coming through here, but I said it was worth watching this daily supply for a possible short. So I had an alert.